Hello, beautiful, bright, shiny souls. It's Marte Siebenhar, QHHT Practitioner and founder of Quantum Healing Miami. Today we're answering the question, what is a soul group? You may have heard of a soul, you may know that you have a soul, but when we talk about soul groups, we're talking about something a little bigger than just us. A soul group is a group of souls that is working together on a higher level to get something bigger accomplished. Some of us are very aware of who we're working in concert with, who we are collaborating with on a soul level, and sometimes we have no idea. A lot of times people are curious about who their soulmate is, and the answer is usually you have a couple of soulmates, maybe many, maybe hundreds, maybe thousands. There are definitely souls who are all part of the same consciousness, who are part of the same purpose, who are working together and doing something very important. When we work in groups, oftentimes soul groups will come down, they'll incarnate together, they'll come from non-physical to physical at the same time, and they will intersect with one another. And again, in our personality self world, we may not even be aware of who's a part of our soul group. So we'll talk in another video about how to recognize and work with your soul group people, but right now we're just covering what is this. So these are people who have incarnated at the same time, often. It doesn't mean that you don't have non-physical help from the other side who are also part of your soul group. It's nice to have some variety there. A lot of times we call these our guides or whatever. If they're working on the non-physical side, they may still be part of our soul group. One example is there is a group of individuals here on the earth now who are here to raise the frequency. We're here to raise the frequency of the earth and to help each other, again, get off this wheel of karma where we're just creating pain and experiencing pain and creating pain and paying it back and get it paid back to us. It's a wheel and we want to stop that. And how are we going to do that? We can only do that if we raise our consciousness. You may have noticed that a lot more people are meditating, a lot more people are spiritual, maybe not religious, but spiritual. This is all part of raising the vibration, raising the frequency. And oftentimes when we are on a spiritual path, when we're on a spiritual journey, we wake up, we start to impact the people around us. This is soul group work. When we wake up and we're conscious on a different level, we're conscious of our thoughts, we're conscious of our purpose, and we're working very purposely toward the fulfillment of our purpose, we start to activate things around us. So that's an example of soul group work. Another thing that souls do together in groups is they make a bigger impact. When you think about what it's going to take for us to all get off of the wheel of karma and to live in a more purposeful, loving place. Can you imagine a world where people are loving one another and they're not feeling greedy, they're not feeling like they need to get ahead and put other people down, but they're all working toward a more compassionate world together? This is something that soul groups can do. If you're on your own as an individual, it's a lot harder to change the frequency of a place, to raise the vibration of this place that we're in, and to make a bigger impact. When you think back to the old times, maybe the 1800s or the 1900s, we were still learning how to use our resources. We were learning how to light our homes and how to preserve our food. We're now in a place where we have computers in our pockets and we're aware that how we are and what we believe has an impact on the people around us. There's an ability to be ourselves in a way that there just wasn't in, the early 1900s. We have a lot of freedom and a lot of choice that we did not have, partly because our technology has evolved so quickly. Soul groups are actually working together on a lot of levels to do things like create new technologies that help us and help our society evolve. Whether that is microchips or whether that is ending systemic racism. There are so many ways that we have come to be here and make a bigger impact. So there's just awareness and consciously groups working together, or maybe unconsciously because they haven't discovered it yet, but soul groups come together to do really big things, make big impacts that they can't make on their own. And that involves bringing our society forward, bringing our technology forward, the way that we interact with one another, and I think in our own development of our spirituality. One question we want to ask when we're thinking about soul groups is, what are soul groups and how do we know if we're mostly in our personality self, not always in our high self? How can we be aware of who's in our soul group? My own experience is that your soul group will cause you some emotion, and that will be strong emotion, and it will either be, wow, I can't believe I've met you. It feels like no time has passed. I feel like I know you. I just met you, but you feel familiar. And then it's like a best friend, soulmate, lover kind of experience. The other side is this person is, you can't imagine why, but instantly you do not like them, or you feel stress and tension, or really, really, really uncomfortable. A lot of times, again, when our souls come down, we choose the people in our lives. It's to learn lessons. Sometimes the people on our team are actually helping us evolve because they're difficult. Keep that in mind next time you're at a family gathering. Sometimes we choose each other and we work together to help each other evolve, and that doesn't always feel comfortable. Sometimes it feels like birds singing and magic, and sometimes it's like, ugh, who is this person? Why do I feel this way? Totally legit that both are parts of your soul group, because we work together to have bigger impact. We work together to resolve our karma so that, again, we can help get over this wheel where we're constantly repaying trauma, we're constantly repaying pain, so that we can move ahead together. We come together as a soul group to do that, so that we'll resolve our issues and move forward faster. Oftentimes we can do that better and faster together than we can alone. And part of your soul group is usually generational. There are people in your family who are part of your soul group who, again, you'll either feel incredibly attracted to or incredibly repelled by. And on a soul level, it's really the same thing, whether they're your best friend or your worst enemy. They're here to help you evolve and resolve and heal and move bigger things than just your own personal experience forward. That's just a little bit about soul groups. I'm Marte Siebenhar, QHHT Practitioner and founder of Quantum Healing Miami. If you have any questions about soul group, past life regression, QHHT itself, please contact me. My information is in the description. Otherwise, just remember, you are beautiful, you are powerful, you are amazing. I'll see you next time.